so close to my face.
Dad could just do that, huh?
Yeah. I mean, nothing's attached to the table.
I could just...
Yeah.
I don't have to hold it up or anything or
No.
try to cover something. What? I ain't got to do any of that.
I think that's more satisfying though.
Let's see.
Oh my god, why?
I think you're right.
So
I think
close
it's more
to the
satisfying.
face, man.
I agree. Oh, and then there's this.
That's not satisfying.
See, I put it on you just so I can ignore it and never use it.
So why
that's
have
essentially
it at all?
what I do.
Why have it at all then?
I never use this thing. And I should. Now that it's expired.
Now I should use it.
It is,
Now that it's expired.
well, let's see. I mean... For maximum performance, color checker passport should be replaced within 2 years from initial use. Date first used, August 9th, 2017.
Oh god. Yeah. It's expired now.
It's expired.
And also it's the photo one,
But
not
you
the
know
video
what?
one, right?
It doesn't matter. The video one is the exact same thing, just
Bigger.
no, fewer of the colors
Okay.
and larger
Square.
squares of the colors.
Okay.
And but it, as far as like what it does, it still does the exact same thing. Should I put it there? Oh, I could put it there.
Sure.
You can actually see it. We'll just leave it there. And everybody will say, what is that cool color thing? Because, you know, that's what people do.
Because that's what people...
People look at it and say, ooh, look at that cool thing. So I put this picture today. Did you see today's picture on the Instagrams?
Not yet.
What? You aren't like glued to your Instagram so that you can see what I post? So I posted this picture. And
Oh, is it the lotus?
it is the lotus seed pod.
Yeah.
And I tend to think people don't know what this is. But that was the point. I wrote in there, plant or animal? Question mark.
Plant or animal? It's obviously a plant.
Not really.
Yeah.
No, it could be an animal.
How?
It could be an animal. Those could be alive and moving. You don't know. It's just a photo. A photo.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Check out something new today.
Guess.
So that was my new thing for many of you. Check out my Instagram. Did you check out my... Tell me you checked out the video.
Yes.
What did you think?
I even left a comment.
What did you think?
I liked it.
Better or worse than last week's?
7?
Yeah, the one before this one.
7 is still the best.
My pearls.
In my opinion. I like the way that it feels in this.
Decided to come on in, huh?
Sorry, there was an emergency.
It didn't sound that.
Yeah, it didn't sound...
It wasn't urgent on my end of the conversation. It was urgent on their end of the
It didn't
conversation.
sound a whole lot of urgent going on.
I think 7 is still the best.
7's the best.
Yeah, I think so.
But this one had, like, I chopped the music to make it come in kind of cool, and I put the little thing at the beginning to flash through the photos real fast, and
I like that.
And then I changed the opening title, and I took out all the sound effects except for the whoosh at the beginning, and I slowed it down so it would whoosh longer. It's my first time I've slowed down something.
Really?
Yeah, audio. Yeah, I put a whole lot of time and effort in there while talking to other people.
I liked it. I left a comment. I said something.
Okay.
But I think 7 is my favorite.
Okay.
I haven't seen 8 yet.
Well, maybe you should.
When did you put it up?
I was doing it last night while you were
well,
sitting
that's why.
here.
That's why.
You didn't see me keep turning around and I kept working
I
on
saw
it?
you working on it, but I didn't
You
know
even
when.
commented on the picture from Benji.
I saw you working on it. I just didn't see the finished product.
Oh, well, maybe you should go to the YouTubes. Are you not following?
Of course.
Are you not getting... Did you not ring the bell?
I did ring the bell.
Well, if you rang the bell, that means you got a notification. Ooh.
I just haven't been in my emails today.
So...
Which is
But you
where-
don't have to do that. The notifications are a scroll.
Yes.
No, I don't have that on my phone.
What?
'Cause-
Oh, so then you said no, don't do scroll notifications.
Yeah, I turned that part on.
What? How are you supposed to know when I upload the goodness?
Well, usually you do it when
This
I'm at work.
podcast.
You usually do it when I'm at work, and I get it on my work computer.
Oh, see, but that means you should be getting it in 2 places because 2 things should be subscribed.
I'm actually subscribed 3 times.
But watching no time.
I'm watching all 3 times. That's not true. I
You
usually
just said you hadn't seen it.
this week I've seen all the other ones the minute you put them up.
Except for this one.
Oh my god!
I'm just going on what you said.
Out of 8.
Right.
What?
I watched it as soon as it went out.
Such a waste.
I did.
Shut your ears. All right, I have a list.
I do too, actually.
I have a list.
I don't.
I have a list.
I have one thing.
I have a list.
I have one thing. Can I say
Start.
my one thing?
What?
Well, I have 2 things. They're really quick.
Go ahead.
Roll the intro. Okay. The
You're
second thing.
so transparent.
The second. I'm not trying to be
But-
discreet about it.
But you're it's so obvious.
Whatever.
It-
Everybody knows it's gonna happen at some point.
I swear I need to do what I said, and I just need to just
Put it in before.
I just put it in at the beginning, which is where it ends up for most of the videos anyway, because it's only in the first video in a set.
Yeah, but it makes
that-
it different. Anyway, my other thing was I used Blender for a thing last night.
I saw that.
I have.
And you made a donut?
I didn't make a donut.
That's what I said last night.
I made a sad donut.
That's still a donut, dude.
But it's old. The donut was
Yeah,
made
Oh.
it's old.
previously.
Before we even moved.
Right.
So with my very little knowledge of Blender, I had to either draw a environment or make a 3D model for my my world building class that I'm taking. So because I'm not very good at perspective drawing, I made a model, and it was not supposed to be super detailed. So all I needed to do was have big blocks and text.
That's good.
That's all I did, and it was pretty easy. I just looked up how to change the text because I couldn't figure that out, and then that was it. I rendered some photos.
What's keeping you from doing more Blender stuff?
Just nothing really. I just didn't do anything.
I mean,
But
okay, wait. Let me ask this question. What is Blender good for?
You can use it for sculpting, 3D modeling, animation, special effects.
Can't you do that in Photoshop?
Um,
Why would I choose Blender?
It's free.
You got to give me more than that. I'm already paying for Photoshop. Why Blender? What is Blender giving you that Photoshop is not?
Is Blender as overwhelming as Photoshop? When you're first starting to learn
Probably,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the why
still have to
should
learn
someone
quite a
choose
bit.
Blender?
If you don't already have Photoshop.
Just period. Why does anybody, whether they're using Photoshop or not, or if it's they need to make a choice on a thing,
I guess
why
it's already
why Blender?
It's already set up for 3D, maybe. Like it doesn't, like you don't have to go through several different menus to learn how to get to the 3D bit. It's already there. It's just Shift A.
Is there
and you
any
can bring in a new
real
thing.
difference between Blender and using the 3D tools in Photoshop?
Don't know. I've never used the 3D tools in Photoshop.
Okay, I think you need to compare them. Just to see. Just to see if... Because I've heard of other people using Blender, but I don't know why they're using Blender. So, find out.
Physics simulation, maybe? 'Cause it's got that in there. Physics
Does
simulation,
Photoshop?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't either. I don't do a lot of that kind of stuff. What's wrong? What are you doing?
Is someone knocking to come?
I don't know. I can't tell you. The blinds are closed. How would we know, God? Oh, she took out Cam too.
Yes, they are.
Okay, go.
Who is it?
Go. Go. We always get deliveries when we're supposed to be podcasting.
And all
So,
our doors are locked.
We'll be right back. Okay. Where were we before we were so rudely interrupted? Because I never stopped the tape. That's right. Never stop the tape. We going live. We're doing it live. Damn it.
I think we were talking about why should someone use Blender over Photoshop.
And now that you've had time to think about it,
I didn't think about it.
oh boy.
We were doing other stuff, man.
I don't want to hear it. All right, well, I think you need to report back and let us know why we should or should not use Blender
Okay.
and what is it good for. And if I already am using Photoshop, why should I choose Blender? Okay?
I don't know. I think it makes rigging up a model for animation easier. I don't know.
So how are we going to use Blender to make our podcast better?
never
Yeah,
said-
you're
I never
learning
said anything about that.
you're learning a piece of software to do a thing. Why can't we get a customized animated intro thingy? Why can't we have our little characters be moving around and jumping and doing things?
Oh,
And
I don't know if I could. I'd have to make new characters then.
why can't you make new characters then?
'Cause I don't know how to sculpt.
I think this is what I'm getting at, is the point. If you're going to learn a piece of software, why not learn that piece of software in order to use it to make our podcast better? Bringing it to the people. Yes? No? Not really?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm hot.
I know it was
Yeah,
hot
it's
outside.
warm in here now.
No.
Why is it warm in here now?
I don't know.
Just because we were schlepping?
Maybe.
In the sun.
Schlepping in the sun? Even the camera's hot already.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
I wonder why it's so warm.
It
Like
says-
why is it so hot like right this second?
It says it's 73 degrees.
It's hotter than 73 degrees right now in the Pueblo.
What?
You took a big breath. I figured you were about to say something.
No, the thing fell.
If you want to find this follow the Traveling Fars, you can find us at the YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, anywhere that does podcasting. At the Traveling Fars. If you like the Instagram or the Twitters, Traveling Fars. If you'd like to email, travelingfars@gmail.com. And the blog space, where you can hear the audio version of this podcast only. The travelingfars.blueberry.net. No E's in the blueberry. There you go.
And if you're listening to the audio only, go to the YouTube so that you can see the funnies.
Yes, and then you can ring bells and
Subscribe buttons
and
smack the like.
smack it.
Sure, why not?
2020 style.
So many different ways. I feel like
It's like everybody has
very
said
violent against the.
but
like
everybody has said
bite its face.
a way of dealing with the like and the dislike. I love
Gerald.
yeah, Gerald Undun's if you didn't like this, hit the dislike button twice.
Yeah.
That is the best.
That is very
It took
funny.
me a long time to like realize like why would he say the 2 times? But do those things. Give us feedback.
That needs to be.
Let us know
Say that.
what
Okay.
you're thinking. Say goodbye to the people.
Bye, people.
Say goodbye to the people. Say goodbye to the people.
San Pellegrino.
You didn't even say goodbye to people last week.
We would appreciate being sponsored by San Pellegrinos. It's refreshing and healthy.
Peace.
Sure.